We have tackled a lot of projects over the years in building the shipping container home, but this one has to take the cake.
Drinks or floaties first.
But before we jump ahead of ourselves, I'm Tyler, this is Todd, and for the last few years we've been building an off-grid home in the middle of the woods, providing our own food, water, and even our own electricity. You didn't think we were roughing it, did you?
I feel cheap.
We've learned that living off-grid doesn't have to be the stereotypical cabin in the woods without running water. It can be whatever we want it to be.
I wanna run away with you. I don't really care where to. Just wanna be alone with you.
Good morning. So normally when we're bringing you along for these weekly videos, it's whatever we got up to that week. This is a very different style for us.
We're coming to you from the past.
It's July right now, and we wanted to hold off on sharing this because there is so much work ahead of us. We've been spending the last few months trying to figure out how to build an in-ground pool right off the container home.
Nothing but the essentials here.
Yeah, really though, no heat, no electric, no running water, but let's build an in-ground pool. But it's been a lot to figure out, and we've finally got there.
Well, the goal has been to have it so you walk out of the container home onto a deck at the same height and slip into the pool, but the containers are 2 feet off the ground and we're on the side of a hill, so it has been a little challenging, but we found out that you can build a plunge pool out of concrete, and there's a local concrete company that is up for the challenge, which is super exciting.
Yeah, so it's all the design and permitting and everything is in place. They're actually manufacturing it today, so we're gonna go to the facility and tour it and just see it being built.
So normally we always make our box culverts with these. So instead we're making a pool instead. So using that form to make your pool. So we've got our pallets set up there to keep you the right height.
It's nice to see like the scale too in person.
Like it's a good size.
This feels big. Once you get in it, it's a whole different ballgame.
So we've repurposed this plant into our reinforcing shop. So we've got our Schnell machine there, which takes 40-foot long rebar. The engine cuts it into any shape that we want.
Once the machine fired up, it got pretty loud in here, so I'll spare your eardrums. This machine has been programmed with the exact schematics required to construct our pool. Each piece of rebar that's being bent here will end up making the interior skeleton, and once all the rebar is finished being bent and installed into place, concrete will then be poured in over top and fill in all of the gaps. After it's had a few weeks of hardening, we'll be able to transport it back to the land and then lift it in place. But we've got a lot of work to do between now and then.
First things first, we need to dig down the side of the embankment where the pool will go. There can't be any funny business with this. It has to be absolutely exact. I'm talking distance from the house, the depth, being perfectly level. There are a lot of considerations at play here. Once the hole was dug, we had to backfill and build a pad that's 8 inches thick using clear stone, which will give the basin of the pool a proper foundation and allow for drainage of groundwater.
With the pad officially finished, it was time to set our sights on coming up with a plan on how we're gonna lift a 60,000 pound pool over our shipping container home.
It is an absolutely beautiful day for the ducks here. Of course, it's raining on a day when we have a project that absolutely needs to get done. So yesterday we had a big load of gravel dropped off, and we need to move it into a couple places so that we can level out for the crane's stabilizing legs. So Tyler is getting started with the tractor on moving it to the corners where we need it to be. So yeah, glad he's doing it because this doesn't seem very fun. It seems like the rain's gonna make it a little bit harder, but he's doing great. You're doing good, love.
Todd was so right about this project. All the rain packed down the rocks, which made it go way slower, but it's days like today, I'm so grateful that we sprung for a tractor with a cab. It really makes it more enjoyable to tackle these projects. It's super chill in here. I've got a guided meditation going, coffee in hand, and I'm just gonna crush this and get this entire area leveled up. I finished spreading the gravel just in time. The crane is just getting here. I did leave a little bit though right in the center. I'm sure that they're gonna want to have me spread it in a few different spots. So I want to just get their opinion and spread it out from there. What do you think?
It's big. We gotta stop craning things in. We gotta like plan things out a little bit more, you know, start with the back and work our way out.
So as it turns out, this crane is so large that we need to get counterweights lifted off first. So they actually had to set up the crane. It's a really big operation.
Oh yeah, there's a lot going on. A lot.
What's that?
Oh.
Oh, yeah. You're good. Yeah.
Don't worry.
Oh, yeah. You're good. That's funny. So they haven't finished setting up yet, but he just said they want their hard hats on before any filming takes place. Got to do everything by the book, right? So I'll let them get set up before we start filming. Getting the crane actually in the driveway was way trickier than any of us expected. Because all of these counterweights needed attached to the back end, the crane had to be set in place to be able to lift the few hundred tons of counterweights off the transport trucks and onto the crane itself. It was a meticulous task, no question, but it wasn't long before the transport trucks were rolling out of here and we were almost ready for the crane to be put into place until my tractor work earlier wasn't quite up to snuff. I left a little bit of gravel here that I'm gonna move for you. Like if there's anywhere you want that to beef up there, wherever.
You could beef that one up a little bit
Okay,
if you want to push it all that way there some.
sure. Like just push it
Yeah.
all over right
Yeah,
there.
all over there, yeah.
Okay, I'll jump in and do that right now.
Thank you.
Yep.
With the pad for the crane now perfectly level and the counterweights loaded, it was time to get this crane put in place. There's actually an exact window of where it has to be so it can reach the 110-foot distance into the forest where the pool needs to go. Yes, removing the trees would have made this process much easier, but keeping them is a huge priority for us. I mean, look at Bertha. She's almost 300 years old and still going strong.
It took a lot of brainstorming to get here, but putting these outriggers far out from the crane will give us the additional stability that we need. It was a very tight squeeze, but we finally got the crane in. So this crane is 4 times the size of the crane that lifted these shipping containers into place. This is a 400 ton crane versus 110 tons. It's a tongue twister.
Yeah, turns out cement is heavier than an empty shipping container.
Yeah, who knew?
Who knew?
It's 1,000 miles of loneliness. 1,000 miles from
Hey guys, I got some bad news about this tree.
So I was expecting way worse news than that, but it's actually kind of a silver lining. Look at how close we are to the solar panels right here, and that's the tree that we're gonna take out. So realistically, that probably would have fallen anyway, so kind of dodging a bullet. Quick little maintenance before.
Yeah, just putting what I think is the sharpest chain that we have.
We haven't really been on top of sharpening all of our blades with how busy we've been, but
Over the past 3 years.
yeah, this container garage though has come in such handy, especially today. It's a nice little dry spot to get ready.
Exactly. All right, let's go drop this tree. Quite have to have you guys here every time I gotta cut a tree.
Then we were tired.
Yeah. I have to say, this was way too much fun. In developing the land, I've gotten pretty comfortable with using a chainsaw from how to properly notch a tree, watching for it to fall, and just the safety and precautions that go along with such a powerful tool. But brainstorming with this crew and using a crane so that the tree didn't even have to fall was definitely bucket list. Now that is how you cut a tree.
After 2 long days of preparing, the day we've been waiting for is finally here. We had a crew come out earlier this morning to sign off on the pad and just to triple check that everything was perfect and in order so we could start lifting the floor of the pool in place. This is a solid 8-inch thick piece of concrete that is 9 feet wide and 22 feet long, clocking in at over 15,000 pounds.
You should listen, maybe. Got a new way.
Let her down, Frankie. Let her down.
Of course, all the pieces of the pool are important, but this one especially, even though the pad is perfectly level, we oversized it, so the placement of this first piece of concrete determines where the pool will be forever, so a little bit of patience is required in order to get this right. What are you thinking?
I love it. Can't wait to go for a dip tonight.
Yeah, not likely.
No. Oh well, this is huge. Right now it looks like a skate park.
Yeah, it kind of does.
What's that stuff they're rolling out?
So that's potable sealant. So a couple layers of protection here. So they'll do double row of potable sealant. So when that top section comes down, it squishes and kills any annular voids or anything like that.
Right.
And then we come again in with the grout. So it's like 2-factor resistance for any kind of water getting in or out.
Wow.
Makes
Plus
sense.
then the liner itself.
Plus the liner. Yeah.
So does the grout go before it's put down, kind of like to mush it, or does it go after?
After it's got all around in the interior. So yeah, there'll be like a small gap.
Right. Lunch is ready if you guys are hungry.
Lunch is ready.
There's Subway in there, and there's cold pop and bubbly and water if you want. So
Oh, wow.
help yourselves.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great.
It's on these busy, stressful days that it's even more important to take breaks and refuel. There are a lot of family and friends here helping and making this day possible, and we are so grateful to all of you.
Now the big piece.
Is that the piece coming up?
Yeah.
This is by far the heaviest section of the pool, clocking in at over 32,000 pounds. This piece is what makes up the perimeter walls and a small pony wall that divides the pool into 2 distinct sections. Because, well, you didn't think that we were going to do just a pool, did you?
How are your nerves? Well, it's down. It's far enough down that if it fell off, it's not going to break. So my nerves are doing great now.
And made it over the house, so that's all that matters.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine we have a pool but no house.
I mean, could happen.
Look down underneath. We're missing them bags now.
Yeah. Good. You're not gonna miss that wire though.
Okay, we can move that wire. You're in contact first. I can push it.
It's okay. Down.
These corners we want to be even, right? Okay, hold them there. Both sides should be. Hold them up. Hold that.
You think we could have DIY'd this?
Oh God, no. I mean, we could have, but we would have ended up down the hill.
I'm damn right about that.
Yeah.
Tyler, say you have electricity power you can run to here?
We can get an extension cord, yeah?
So what this has is it's the walls and then the divider wall in the middle. All the rest of the benches, the steps, the false floor, that's all separate pieces.
Oh, so there's like a false floor that goes over top the slab.
For the hot tub side.
So now that the bottom of the pool is in and the walls of the pool are in, they are getting started on putting in the benches and the stairs. So these are also made out of concrete. They're just big blocks that they're lifting up and dropping them into place. It is going really, really well. It's pretty slick the way it all just kind of comes together. Definitely easier, I would say, from like our perspective, you know, not having to do all the form building and stuff. Everything was done off-site, so that way when they're here, it's literally just like putting together a big Lego set. So, kind of cool.
Bench acts as almost like a step itself.
So we can put that over here and then put the double step over there.
Yeah, one or the other.
Which do you, can you explain that again?
So
Okay,
because
here's, look, the drawing here, right?
Yeah.
You've got a double step going down here.
Yeah.
So if we move this one over here, then we should move the double step over to this side.
Yeah, see, like you can, so you're here.
Yeah, let's
You
go
can
with this way. Yeah.
Wait, it is?
I didn't know that you had to still have that block. I thought it was just the 2 steps up.
No, it's another step.
Yeah, that
Cool.
makes sense.
Makes sense, yeah.
All right. So we're gonna play. Yep.
Maybe.
What is the lifespan of these? Like, obviously the liner you have to replace, but like the concrete should last
Forever.
forever, right?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah. This pool will outlive any of us.
Cool.
Okay,
I just
'cause
need
it's not
60
coming out.
years.
Yeah, exactly.
93, I'm ready to go to a home.
Okay.
When designing the interior of the pool, we wanted to make sure we left lots of room for lounging while still being in the water. We settled on these concrete benches that go right across the pool with additional block on the top that acts perfect as a set of stairs to get into the pool with still maintaining lots of seating space. We just got the final pieces of the pool put in place. It is unbelievable.
I love it.
Like, best decision.
And it's just in time. Like, it is really sticky and muggy here today, so I am ready to go for a swim.
There's a lot left to do. So if you've been wondering what's going on with all of this open space and the space in between the pool and the house, all of this is gonna be decked.
Coming over?
Wanna help me?
Come on, my princess. Do you want to go to the hot tub or the pool?
Let's do the pool first.
Okay.
Oh my God. It's so deep.
It is. You know,
Just-
we like it deep around here.
Todd, just sit there up on the bench. I want to get some perspective.
I feel like a kid waiting for like the school bus or something like.
Oh my God. What do you think? Is it everything you thought it'd be?
Yeah. Way better than my original plan of trying to do this myself with cinder blocks.
Oh, fully. He was dead set, you guys. I'm not kidding.
I probably wasted, I would say, like a week worth of hours of researching how to build a pool out of cinder blocks.
I'm glad we went with concrete.
Yeah, it's not gonna fall down the hill.
Look at these steps too to get into the hot tub. Wow.
You liking it?
It's everything that I thought it would be. As exciting as this project has been, we've been keeping an even bigger secret from you all, and we're so excited to finally be sharing it. We are launching a brand new show right here on YouTube and anywhere you get your podcast called Tangents with Tyler and Todd. It premieres on Wednesday, October 18th, and is in addition to our regular Sunday videos. So you'll see us on Wednesday and on Sunday.
Yeah, and we just posted the trailer over on our new YouTube channel for the podcast Tangents with Tyler and Todd, and it's available also on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast from. We'll put all the information in the description box down below, but all you have to do is in the search bar, type in Tangents with Tyler and Todd, and boom, we'll be there. We're gonna leave you with a little snippet of the trailer, but make sure you head over to the new channel and watch the full version. Have a great week, and we'll see you next Sunday. And soon on Wednesdays. Welcome to our new show called Tangents with Tyler and Todd. We wanted to create a place where we can dive into the nitty-gritty and share a different side of ourselves, even if it's a bit offside. It's very surprising to me that I actually gave you a chance. I'll take your boudoir photo any day. We do have those Polaroids somewhere. Those ones have been missing for a little too long. Yeah. This show gives us the opportunity to explore many of life's biggest questions and many things we've never shared before. A safe place for deep conversation. Having come out and coming to terms with my sexuality and seeing my family there accepting me, it's a really big moment. Mm-hmm. And even talking about it now, almost 10 years later, it still just hits me right there. We are so excited to share this new chapter with you. This has been a long time coming. Join us every Wednesday for a new episode wherever you get your podcasts. See you there.